Were to want clothing made, who should I holler at?
Shit, all at me. I do that also.
Tell us about that.
Um,
Flex on your entrepreneurial hustle, my guy.
so merch for me started back in like 2012. Yeah, around like 2000. No, even before that. But 2012 is when I kind of uh, started my own thing. But I used to make shirts at Stephan. Like they have their own silk screen, or they had their own silk screen machine. So that's how I first got introduced to like t-shirt making. So, those shirts you saw in that video, that 2010 performance, like we made those shirts. They made those shirts themselves, right? Um, and as an artist, as a rapper, I felt as though, why not control my own merch, or make my own merch. um I was already like thinking as a label from like 2008 kind of thing.
Mm.
I called my thing like Sadistic Entertainment. um so yeah, I was always like, well, if I had artists, then I would want to be able to make merchandise. I want to do like my own videos, and all that artistic, all that creative aspects of being an artist. I wanted control of that. So 2012, I believe, that's when I got like my hands on like a one arm silk screen. So as opposed to like the six arms where I could do like three, four different colors, I got myself a one arm press where I was able to do just one screen at a time. And I practiced on that. I made a couple shirts here and there. um and yeah, that's how I got my hands started on that. Thing about it was, like, back then I sucked. I sucked, right?
I like it when
Yeah, back
people
then
say
I
shit
sucked,
like that a
bro.
lot. That's my favorite part because we all suck at everything at first.
Yo, I sucked. Right, like I sucked. It wasn't as easy as it looked. I hated, well, I was still living at home, obviously, and like my mom hated me having to change the lights in the bathroom from white to red every time I had to make a silk screen, right? I was trying to dry the shit in the bathroom, like under the ceiling fans and whatnot, do all my coding with the emulsion in the bathroom, and all of that hard work that goes into like silk screening. um but yeah, like it it wasn't like working out, so then that's when I kind of like I made my room red, or I realized, okay, I had the walls were red, my lights are blue. If I want to do a screen, I'll just change the lights to red, and I'll just do the screens in my room, right? So I'd put away like my recording equipment and make space for me to be able to do silk screening, right? um but yeah, like, I kind of I sucked back then. I had a few like contracts that didn't work out, and like I got discouraged back then. I didn't continue with it. um but yeah, after that, I put it aside up until, like, now, in a sense. Like I always had a passion for merch. And my sisters they're doing their own thing. So I have two sisters. One, she does custom clothing, or she has her own clothing line, based on African print, right? So she even made me this dope pillowcase, right? I got this dope pillowcase from her, like, silk, custom African print. You know, it comes with like a bonnet or whatnot. She does dresses, different things, right? So my sisters got into the whole clothing, fashion, or they picked it up where I left off, in a sense. um, I have another one. She makes clothes out of like crochet, right? The yarn and whatnot. She does crochet work. So she makes some accessories and whatnot. Um, and I have another sister who runs like a fashion boutique, right? So
So
we all
basically,
do some kind of fashion, right? Something fashion related, right?
so like Jamal's got the in-house consulting team to get any of the necessary things you could want from what's hip to like, actually getting it made. Yeah, that's fresh. That's fresh.
Yeah, yeah. So, coming from like the hip hop and the urban side, I wanted to just keep that, fresh like urban wear or whatnot. So, yeah, I do a lot of hoodies, t-shirts, whatnot. This right here is a custom piece, Black 365. If you go on expensive.com, I have some new pieces that I just created. Um, and yeah, kind of just taking like that passion for kind of creating it for merchandise as an artist, kind of creating something for the people, for them to be able to wear also. It's not everybody's gonna want to wear a hoodie that says Jahmal WhoSane, right? Like some girls might, but apart from that,
Nah,
it would
you
be
absolutely know you'll have a whole bunch of dudes who want to be in the music video that will wear that hoodie.
for sure. Sure, I got my supporters out here. My brothers show me love.
No, but for real
But
though, I think what you're saying right there is really big. Like people ask me for a minute, like, "Yo, where the merch at?" And I'm like, "Nobody wants my merch," and I mean it because you
yeah,
know what nobody needs in the world right now, and it's why I like hesitate on it a lot. Is for me to put like my logo on another like article or shirt. Like who needs that shirt? I was thinking about it like practically. Who needs the shirt?
yeah,
You disappear for a second, video wise.
yeah,
Awesome. And it's not that I don't want the shirt. Obviously, down the line, I want the shirt. But I'm trying to think like your first merch drop. It's gotta be like lit. Otherwise, it's like
yeah.
just a shirt. But then in your
I
case,
feel you.
you made a shirt that's lit. I couldn't picture a shirt like that. Like that's a blessed shirt.
I
That's a shirt
appreciate
that a
that.
lot of people would just be like, "Nah, I want to rock that." But that's where I was like, "Yo, that's nifty." You want to? You're ultimately like branching into being like I don't know what it is. The label of a clothing designer. Is that what it is? A clothing designer? I don't actually know what the right term is.
Yeah, like like I wanna bring these brands to life, man. Like, it's not just about me, right? Like, yeah, I showcase some ideas that I came up with on my website, but I want these Montreal artists to get some high quality stuff like locally, you know what I mean?
Mm.
And like that's the whole thing. If ever I were to have a label, it would be automatic. Like there's no question about it. Like this stuff would be automatic. Like every artist would have their thing, high quality
No, but I mean,
prints.
just look at your design. That design is blessed.
Yeah, appreciate like this. Honestly, like this came to me like as a download or as a vision, you know what I mean? Like I made this I made this last year, like June of last year, before I even had any equipment,
But
before
like,
I was really thinking of like
but that's what
really
I.
launching a
So like, where
brand
I
or
was trying to
anything.
like get to a bit before is like, I had to hold off on like going for like regular ass merch. Even with the Bridge the Gap hoodie logo, it's something I will do, but it can't be the first thing because of like what you just said. Everybody out there is kind of doing it. So if you just put Jahmal WhoSane, that's like the regular. Nah, that's some shit that's like, what is that? What is
Mhm.
Black 360? I think it's African. What does it say? 365? Black
That's it.
365?
Black 365.
Man,
Yeah,
just like listen to that. You don't even need to like care who you are. You just want to cop that.